So George, we're doing something today quite simple for our health, which is actually being out in the fresh air.
And this sun is beautiful as well.
Oh, it's glorious today.
So yeah, look, I've always known from your book about the quality of air, the importance of air in our health. We all know it. I mean, gosh, you can't go far without breathing, right? But what you breathe in, how well you breathe, there's a whole world there of our health being intrinsically linked to that, right?
Life starts with the first breath, I suppose,
Yeah,
in terms of when you're born.
Very
and
poetic,
you're right, you
true.
can't go very far without breathing. And it happens on autopilot, and that's good because we've got other things to do in our life rather than just concentrate on our breathing. But it often means we breathe quite shallowly.
Yes.
And taking a little bit of time each day to do some slow, deep breathing is very, very good for our stress levels. It's good for our blood pressure. It has a number of benefits. It's not a cure for anything, but it's very, very good just for our well-being. And the other aspect you touched on is we're out here in the fresh air. Once upon a time, most people spent most of their time out in the fresh air. Today, most of us spend a lot of our time indoors in recycled and air conditioning. Now, when it's 40 degrees outside, it'd be quite nice to have air conditioning, same as if it's really cold. But that air tends to be recycled. And it's a wonderful thing for viruses because they love it, and any sort of dust and impurities are multiplied around. So it's very, very good to spend a little bit of time in the fresh air.
Our childhood was in the outdoors a lot, and you start to wonder whether there's been a culmination of a lot of bad habits that are starting to cause a lot of our problems, including we're not out there enough.
Yeah.
And even when you were saying about shallow breathing, that body sending signals to the brain with shallow breathing is that we're not in a good place. So we literally can calm ourselves down very quickly if we take controlled breathing, deep and steady. It literally sends different signals to the brain and it calms us down.
You can take as little as 10 or 15 seconds and do 3 slow breaths in and out. And you can do this inside or outside. And most people, when they do that, they say, well, I feel a bit calmer after I've done that.
Absolutely.
It doesn't change the whole world, but you just feel a little bit better inside, which is an excellent thing.
Well, you've literally changed your brain chemistry. It's actually a process that happens. So yeah, look, get out there and inhale the fresh.
Yeah. And of course, the other thing we get out here is some sunshine, and we don't want to get burnt.
Yeah.
Sure, we know all about that, and too much sun on the skin is a problem. Not enough sun on the skin is also a problem.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people who are deficient in vitamin D, and the best source of vitamin D is the free form that you get from the sun, which converts the inactive form to the active form in the body. And if we're out there for 10 to 15 minutes, a few times a week, we're not going to get burnt. You don't even have to put on sunscreen if you're doing that. In fact, sunscreen will block the effects of the UV rays in converting vitamin D. So we need to treat the sun with respect. We don't need to avoid it completely.
Joe, I think that's something that we shouldn't gloss over so quickly. A lot of people think that they're out in the sun, they're getting their vitamin D, but they coat themselves with so much sunscreen that you're making a point that I don't hear out there often, which is you are blocking the vitamin D too. So there is that responsibility to make sure you're exposed to the sun enough to get the vitamin D, but not get burnt.
Absolutely, and if you're out there for longer periods of time in the summer, which arguably you shouldn't be anyway, then you will need some sunscreen. Sunscreen works to block the ultraviolet rays.
Yeah.
Fine, they're the ones that can cause the damage. But ultraviolet rays are what work to convert inactive to active vitamin D.
Okay.
It's like a lot of things in life.
Too much.
We have
of
too much,
anything.
it's a problem.
Not
but
enough
too
of it.
little
Yes.
is a problem as well.
It's a running theme for us, balance.
Yes, it is, because there's just so many people who take extreme positions in health and assume that, if a little bit is good, then a lot must be better, and the reverse. Whereas in actual fact, we can just get that harmony about saying we need a little bit of sunshine, we need some fresh air, we need a whole lot of balance in our lives, we need a number of things to be doing for our health. But this is really simple. But we spend a bit of time outside, doesn't cost us anything, it's not difficult, you don't need any qualifications or special degrees.
Can I catch the next fad of I need to take all of this to be well or all of that? Like, they're fads for a reason, because it comes back to these principles of balance and moderation, right? And so why do these fads always come and go? Because of that.
and people are looking for a simple solution. And getting some fresh air and sunshine is not, in inverted commas, a solution to a problem. It's part of just keeping your body in good shape, and it's part of good health.
The healthy lifestyle. We hope you enjoyed the video, and if you like Healthy Minded, please subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Yeah, and share with your friends. Please put comments below whether you agree, disagree, if you've got topics you'd like for the future. And until next time, stay healthy minded.